What's up, guys? I am back once again. Today I have another video for you guys. I am showcasing some Far Cry 4 gameplay for you, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And while you're watching that, I will be talking a little bit about Far Cry 4. This is not a review, this is just my humble, honest opinion, so please take that in mind. But to get right into this, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard this before, and I'm going to say it because it's the honest truth about the game. And that is, if you've played Far Cry 3 and enjoyed playing Far Cry 3, you're going to like Far Cry 4. If you didn't like playing Far Cry 3, you're not going to like Far Cry 4. It is almost the exact same game outside of the story, outside of the characters, and outside of the location. Other than that, it's pretty much the exact same. They have made some small changes, but nothing too big or nothing super major, like nothing that you could write an entire story on. But some things that you could write an entire story on is the story in this game, which is okay. I'm kind of like mutual on it, but considering that the game has just totally awesome gameplay and the story fits what's going on in this universe or in this playthrough, it fits, so I'm not going to complain too much. But what you can probably write an entire story on is actually some of the characters actually in this game. Something that I really hardly ever talk about is, character and character development, because there's just a small part. Normally there's not a whole lot going on about characters and character development, other than, this guy's trying to shoot this guy, blah, 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 blah. There's not a whole lot. Other than this, some of the characters in this game, are actually in the Far Cry series, are probably some of my most favorite, which is Voss. Voss in Far Cry 3 was probably one of my most favorite character villains, I'd have to say, that I've ever had a chance to, fully devoting time to playing. It's like almost Joker level in the Batman. I love the Joker. And I really would place Voss and Pagan Men, which is the new villain in Far Cry 4, in my top list of, cool, bad guys that I'd probably would never really want to meet, but just to learn more about kind of situation. And I really do like him. I like Pagan Man as a villain. He has this very cool opening scene, and some of the stuff that he says actually in game, is just funny. It's interesting. It's like, man, this guy's really crazy kind of stuff, and it's awesome because most villains in video games aren't really super crazy. I mean, a lot of them like do crazy things, but nothing on the level as, Voss and Pagan Man and, and Joker and other few villains that you could, sit there and talk about. But I mean, these guys are absolutely just a hoot, I have to say, just to listen to them talk and say just stupid things. But other than that, I mean, this game is just absolutely awesome. It is a fun game because even though it has a lot of Far Cry 3 mechanics in this game, it's still a fun game. I love Far Cry 3. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, if Far Cry 5 comes out and it has, the same type of elements in Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, I would start getting a little bit concerned. But overall, though, this game is just awesome. It's awesome to look at. The settings is just beautiful. It's a very big world. It's about the same size as Far Cry 3 from what I've been told. Nothing official. I don't know for sure. It's just from what I've managed to find and look up. But it definitely uses, the real estate in the game, like Far Cry 3 did. But, I love it. I mean, I am enjoying playing it. Just to give you a rough estimate of how much I enjoy playing it, I'm about 14 hours into the game and probably have made, I probably have to say 20 to 25% of the main campaign stuff I've completed. And that's just mainly from me going around and not really doing collectibles, but doing, some side missions here, doing some tower stuff here, doing some outposts here, just enjoying the environment that the game has really been putting me in, and loving every minute of it. And that's something that I've really had a hard time with some open world games, is you got this big, beautiful world to explore and to have fun with, and there's not a whole lot of stuff to do. I mean, sure, you got some side missions scattered out here and there, but I mean, there's just a lot of locations, and they really don't use them all. Mainly, you just gotta like go around and explore. But in Far Cry 3 and in Far Cry 4, they had the whole Ubisoft method about exploring, which is climb a tower, unlock a portion of the map, do some small stuff here, and then you're done. Same method kind of applies here, but in Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 really use it to the best of their abilities, because you go around, you unlock these outposts. You go around unlocking the towers, which unlocks a big portion of your map, and you can go to these outposts, which I enjoy the outposts for some reason. I don't know why. I just like them for some reason. And you can visit these outposts and take them over, and then when you take them over, they unlock additional side content, and you just go on from there. And it has that more, I'm trying to use every bit of this map as possible. And normally do you sit there and unlock these areas, they also give you actual more benefits than I think than any other Ubisoft style like they've been using before. Like in Assassin's Creed Unity, I really didn't even do any of the side stuff. I didn't really go unlock all the towers because it just didn't give me a reason to do it. In Far Cry 4, it actually gives me a reason to go do it, because, these outposts and towers and side missions, they give you a lot of XP, they give you a lot of money, which you need to buy, your signature weapons in the game, which are your most strongest weapons that you can purchase, and you can buy consumables like body armor and syringes and stuff that you actually need to get through this game, versus other Ubisoft games like Unity and Specialist, because I've been playing through that. There's just no reason. Like, you can if you want to, if you're wanting to get the achievements and you want to get the map cleared, or whatever. If you just like the extra content, then that's by all means, you can do that. Whereas Far Cry 4 in this case, I really do enjoy going around doing all these side things, and getting all these excess items that I really do need, like the signature weapons. Like, the signature weapons are the best guns in the game. They really don't outstand the regular weapons in the game. You can easily complete the entire game without using these signature weapons, but they just are fun guns to use and fun guns to play with. So, that's just all personal preference, and this is really all what this is. I like what they've done. I've liked the fact that they used a mechanic that worked in a previous game, because it's pretty much, like I said, it's the exact same stuff. But, when the next game comes out, I really do wish they would make a change, something better. But at the exact same time, I understand their method here. It was they wanted to use something that works. And, Far Cry 3 worked, and it was a very highly praised game. I think Far Cry 4, in my opinion, is going to be another very highly praised game, and it's probably something that they're going to have to really try to live up to in their next title. So, but at the exact same time, there really isn't all good things. There are a few nitpicky items that I do have an issue with in this game, and the main things I should say that I'm having issues with is something that experienced in Far Cry 3 and I'm still experiencing in Far Cry 4, and that mainly rides around hit detection and just odd weapon handling occasionally I've experienced, and I really can't explain it because, and sometimes I'll sit there and think I'm behind cover and I know I can actually see an enemy, and I go to shoot that enemy and it hits the rock facing that's just like in front of me, but I do know the fact that I'm around that rock facing sometimes. And weapon handling is something that it's kind of like a trial by error, or you gotta learn it to understand it kind of thing. And normally I'm really good at that. Like when I play first person shooters, it doesn't take me too long to understand the limits and the capabilities of said weapon, and sometimes it just feels different every time. Like there's a point in the arena, which is an area that you get to play later on in the game, to where I was going to shoot a person and he was probably 5-10 feet in front of me. I don't know that what's in meters, by the way, so, but go to shoot this guy, I aim down sights, I shoot all 30 rounds of my magazine, and probably hit him twice. And to get to the arena's very far into the game, and I was like, well, that's weird, it's just one of these hit and miss kind of situations. It's not enough to, like, say it's, like, annoying, but it's just like, oh well, now I gotta go run off, hide, heal up, because he shot me, hit me, with every bullet that he shot, and now I gotta go and hide and heal and then go back at him again. It's kind of annoying every now and then, but it's not something that I would sit there and say, oh, that's a negative. But it's just something that just kind of goes, that was in Far Cry 3. Why didn't you go ahead and do us a favor and fix that in Far Cry 4? But all in all, though, guys, and it's something that I always say, if you enjoy playing this game, by all means enjoy playing it, keep on playing it, play it until your eyeballs bleed out. If you don't enjoy it, I feel bad for you, because I'm enjoying it. I know a lot of people are enjoying it. I hope the next game that comes out might be something to your liking. But all in all, though, I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm going to probably be spending the next probably 30 to 40 hours trying my absolute best to get this game platinum. And I'm going to probably be loving it, all the way through. And, but anyways, that's just about it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and please take care.